Declaring that they're fed up with waiting, customs and immigration officers staged protests from offices nationwide today. They say they've given the government more than enough time to act on their grievances. Police were called in to keep the peace as officers responded to contracts with the government that they say aren't being adhered to. Now, all of this follows closed-door meetings late yesterday. Clint Watson reports on this latest manifestation of the union's quarrel with the government.
This is about staff dignity. This is about making sure they can pay their bills. This is about simply human fairness, man. That's all this is.
Vice President of the Bahamas Customs and Immigration Allied Workers Union, Sloan Smith, says it's not for the lack of trying that they find themselves in this state. He's optimistic reaching an agreement is not an impossible task.
I believe, as part of the executive of this union, the Honorable Prime Minister can resolve anything. I don't see this as a stumbling block, This is not personal to anybody. It's not political because people try to make it political. I believe in his ability to do it. He has the office, he has the authority, and he can resolve it. And if persons have been feeding him stuff about us, I would simply say, as part of the leadership, please get in contact with us, Honorable Prime Minister, or give us an avenue to talk to you to resolve this issue. Because this does not have to happen. This didn't need to happen. Had those issues been decidedly addressed like he sought to do, we'd not even be here today. But this is going to continue until there's some resolution to those issues.
Participating in the demonstration were employees from the Immigration Hawkins Hill office who carry placards, customs officers at the headquarters on Thompson Boulevard, officers from the Lynden Pilling International Airport, and customs warehouse nearby, as well as Arawak Key, were told all demonstrated outside of their offices here in the capital. Smith says while they hold a strike certificate for some 15 items, he blames the government for not resolving the main issue, which drove them to this point.
So the salary restructuring was inappropriately done. More importantly, there was a compensation study that the government commissioned to look and assess the value of public servants, including customs and immigration. That document was completed. It was supposed to, after completion, been implemented, and then a shift system come into being. We've not even seen the compensation study. The problem is the government went ahead without that and sought to address the salaries. And what we're simply saying today is it's improper, it's wrong. It's totally illegal and the government knows it.
Now, the last time these issues surfaced in the media, the union was able to go back to the table with the government. However, Smith says things changed as many of the directives agreed on, in his opinion, were altered.
Yes, in principle, we decided on certain things. But when the document came back to us, it came back adjusted. It came back adjusted with stuff we didn't even agree to. So what did we do? Seeing that that's the way they wanted to, we simply eliminated the stuff they adjusted and put in some stuff as well. That seemed to be the way they wanted to do it.
A heavy police presence could be seen at all locations: at customs warehouse at the airport, officer in charge of ISD, Superintendent Kevin Roll, and second in charge of the airport police station, ASP Dennis Dames, say their beefed up presence ensured the country's major gateway was clear and that the customs warehouse could operate.
We had a minor incident where some misunderstanding ensued, and the officers has cleared the entrance, and persons are now have access to clear their freight. And everyone seemed to be peaceful at this time.
So far, we have had no problem at the airport. I've checked with Odyssey Aviation, Executive Flight Support, and General Aviation, and all of those areas are pretty clear, no problem whatsoever. We have the airport pretty under control.
And so at this point, there's no cutoff time on when this action will cease. We're simply told it could happen from today to tomorrow, throughout the weekend. All these officers say they want is resolution. Clint Watson, ZNS News.